So I'm going to do an update. Friday the 13th. What a lovely day. Lovely day for Friday the 13th, don't you think? Look at state. It's just a mud pit. My grass is gone. A month and a half of straight rain. And this is what you get. I've already done a clear up. I cleared up all the waste shells and everything. And I had to do a clear up. Even if it were muddy and horrible, I had to do it because I don't want them all getting poorly. So I did that. There's sawdust down there because we've been trying to do the door. So I'm going to give a bit of an update. The shed fell off. So this is falling apart anyway. It's third hand. So the person who gave it me, already had it second hand. So it's lasted 8 years. It's done its job. But this whole side, because the water runs off onto this side, runs down it, it was just rotting from the bottom up. And the whole thing has started leaning. It's hard to tell, but you can kind of see it's on a slope and it's leaning that way. The wind has absolutely battered it and it's not standing great. And the panel was coming off and I had to rip it off, and it had glass in it. And I tried to save both panels of glass. I could only save one. And then at that point, I was like, fuck this shit. Just get it gone. So I just thought, fuck it. Now, it's worked out in my favour because now I can just get stuff in and out pretty easy that I need to. Those bits of wood there are old shelving from the kitchen. But it means I can get stuff in and out pretty easy for the time being. If it stands, it stands. If it don't, it don't. Luckily enough, the stuff that's in there is either very sturdy and can take a shed falling on it, or it doesn't really mean much to me. So if it gets damaged, it don't matter. That one needs bagging, obviously. That's not going to be great because it's wet through. So that's where we're at there. That whole thing's got to come down. The whole thing. I've got to be really careful because I can't quite remember if my hedgehogs are underneath there or if there's mice under there. So I'm going to try and leave it like that just for a little bit longer till it gets a little bit warmer, because I don't want to be messing anything up if it's hibernating. But I had to take that panel off, and I took the door off because the little kitten goes in there and sits in there, and I thought he'd have a good view. What's point in having a door if the side's totally gone anyway? You know, so I just took it off. Came off quite easy, to be fair, because it's falling apart. We planned for this year. I've got to get a new one anyway. We already know. It's just happened a bit sooner than I thought, or at least I wished. You know, I've got to get grass seed because that's a joke. And I'm going to have to try and get some that's really hard wearing, that can take shade, that can take cold, that can take out wet it is. I'm going to mingle it in with some clover, and I might have to put some other stuff in that's a bit more hardy as well, like creeping thyme and that type of stuff. It's really fucking horrible. It keeps trying to snow every so often. It's just not a nice day for it. I'm in absolute agony, but I've been on my tablets for a couple of days straight now, and it's been increasing each day because I'm trying to do stuff in this weather. And I just can't take them anymore because they're making me feel really poorly. So even though I'm in pain today, I'm going to take the day off of taking them and just have a break because I feel crap. Hello, sweets. Hello, little baby. What you doing? They love that ball bush. I took a bit off, bit of extra off this year, so it's kind of not as full as it normally is. But they love going inside it. It's like a little shield, little dome. Trying to do one on opposite side. It's a different bush though, it's not evergreen. So it don't quite work the same in winter. Anyway, that's that. Now, as I said before, we've been trying to do this whilst that gutter's broke. And that's been pissing down on us. I had the tarp up for a bit, but you can only have it up for so long. Because if you're sawing and using angle grinders and metal sparks was flying everywhere, and you risk setting stuff on fire. So we kind of had to bail on the tarp, and just had to work in this straight, which was shit, and have that broken gutter pissing down on us. And that's another reason why I'm not doing it today. It's just too bad. I am not willing to be out here in this, and I need a break from my tablets. The other thing that's happened, this door's fell off. It's currently on upside down because I needed it to stay wedged in and not fall out. So that door's totally rotted off now. As you can see, the hinge, the last hinge, rotted off. Bottom's rotted. It needs going. The brand new door is inside, and I didn't realise till after we'd already started cutting it that it's too short. So that's a problem, obviously. Luckily enough, I've got loads of wood to extend it, so I'll put the door very high up, so it reaches the top of the door frame, but then I'll put the extra piece of wood at the bottom, and I'm going to get some metal kick plates for it just to make sure no can get in. When I say no, I mean mice and what have you. I don't want them going in and nesting. So we've been trying to work on that. The other problem with that door, it's wide, and I knew it was going to be wide. They don't make doors that shape and size anymore, and it would have cost a fortune to get one custom made, and I just don't have the money for that all the time. So I got the nearest two, and then we were going to slice the sides off basically with the planer, but we've hit metal, so we've had to change what we're doing. We're using jigsaw. We've got longer blades for the jigsaw. That was another part of the problem. My blades aren't long enough, so we're going to use jigsaw to get through the wood. Once we hit the metal, then I've got my angle grinder just to cut through the metal, and we're just going to take a slice off, and that slice on the side that's going to be a lot weaker and thinner is going to be the side where the door handle is, so it's not going to take the brunt of the weight. What's up, little babies? Have you comforted? Have you comforted? You did? There's lots. Do you know, they're that used to me doing food now, the moment they see me, they don't even properly look. They just sit there staring at me as if I'm going to give it them. It's already there. I've already been round and done it. Little babies. Little tiny marsh tits. But yeah, that door, my mum is still willing. She had a bad day yesterday, I had a good day yesterday, and now it's vice versa. So I've got the bad day today. She's on a good mood today, and she's wanting to like conquer the world one door at a time, and she's bought some new saws, and I've just outright said, no, mate. Not as polite, actually. I've been quite rude about it, because you know, and are you taking the piss? I'm not doing fuck all in this weather. So I'm going to do other jobs. So that's what I've been dealing with. There's no way I can do any work there with that gutter the way it is in this weather. Like, I could move things in there, but it means clearing that out and making space, you know, and trying to work in there. Do you know, I never have the issue with bopping my noggin, ever, because, well, I'm 5'2". But this end at shed here, it's only about 4 foot. And I didn't realise. I ducked in, but I totally forgot coming out, and I face planted it. Like, proper face planted it. And now I'm like dead wary about doing out in there. That's never happened to me in my life. That's too big. It's just took a peanut in a shell. No shame. So yeah, that's where we're at. It's absolutely groundlogged. All the sawdust and planing slices that we took off the door, I've just swept it onto the soil, into mud, because, well, it's sawdust, so it's going to soak up some water. I was a bit too optimistic. I thought it was going to do more than it would. But yeah, we'll sort it. I'm going to get all its seeds and stuff soon. But I'm bailing on today. Because this is just, I'm just not. That pond down there, dredge, it's dead easy to get them out. They're a little bit heavy. The main thing is the water, because it's rotting vegetation, it smells. So I dredged some of the pond irises out because it was too full. So the back end of the pond is now free and clear, and you can see all the water. So I'm hopefully going to get frogs this year. The little kitten absolutely loves sitting there and watching water and watching all the raindrops and ripples and stuff. He thinks it's great. And that's kind of his new pastime at the moment. There's a magpie. I forgot that I'm filming then. I forgot about that. But yeah, it's trying to snow again. I can't believe this. Oh my lord. So that's where we're at, and I'm going to shut the door on it and pretend it don't exist. And that's where we're at today. I'm making lots of omelettes for the freezer so that I don't have to cook when I'm in pain. I've got the heating on, but it don't warm up fast enough down here because it's a big room, so I've got my little heater on. I've painted the other side. It's had 2 coats, and that's just about enough, so I'm going to do a couple of coats on this side. And I've already cut them down, and then I can wipe them back up, and then I can put all my soup pots back and my teapots. There's some sentimental ones in here from Mum. From Mama. That used to be Mama's. That was a gift from Mum. That one was May's, who's passed away. That one was Great Grandma's. So teapots are a thing, and that was a gift from my friend when I first moved in. Though I think he gave it me so that he could come around and just start cooking in my house. But anyway, this one, though it looks dismal and boring and just plain brown, this is pre-Second War, so it's managed to last a war, and you can't get them anymore. So yeah, let's see if I can show you underneath. Pristine. And it makes a completely different sound to the rest of them. They've all got their own different tinkle. Like this one, you could never use this, it's too fragile. It's more like a showpiece. That one's your hard-wearing everyday teapot. That does a good job. That is actually more well made than it looks, and it's one of those with the teapot and the little cup. It's a little one-person one. Mama never used it. I think it was my uncle that bought it her, and then I've had it, and it's got the kittens on it. So, but yeah, this one, it sounds, you can't tell because it's on wood, but it sounds more like a bell. It's got like a ring to it. It's ever so strange. Don't make them like that anymore. It feels solid, but it also feels like it might break easy, so I'm extra careful with it. Oh, hello. How are you? Everybody's down. Mum said something yesterday, and it's true. The sparrows, because they're brown, and well, the ground's brown because I've lost my grass. Mum said it looked like the ground was moving. It didn't look like, because you can't see the birds because they're camouflage, it didn't look like there was anything there. It just looked like the ground was moving, which is true. But yeah. Oh, I've just put some peanuts out. They're really, really anchoring on these peanuts this year. I do believe, oh my God. Oh, I do believe that, oh, how are you? I believe that they're going off the corn because it's genetically modified. They can always, you just need to watch animals to know what they'll eat and what they won't eat. If something's been messed with too much, they won't eat it. Are you okay, sweet? Yeah, they just don't eat it, and that's signalling to me that I need to stop buying birdseed because they're just not interested at all. Where are you going? Yeah, it's a waste of money. So I'm going to change it up a bit. They're fine with sunflower seeds. But what I don't want them to do is eat them with the shells on. And I I don't mind them burying sunflower seeds because then I've got little mini sunflowers popping up everywhere. That don't really matter to me. I'm not bothered about things like that. But what I don't want is them eating. They can eat them in the seed. In the shell, sorry. I just don't... What's he doing? Why is he zooming everywhere? I just don't want them to eat them in the seed because I don't want things getting stuck. I don't want any of that type of possibility or whatever. Like with the peanut shell, it's smaller. It's smaller. It's because I'm... Oh! Stubbs is here. The shells are softer. Even though they're bigger, they're softer. You are struggling. Look at Stubbs. Do you know, look at him. Since he's had his war wound... He's hiding. Since he's got his war wound and lost his tail, something's happened in him, and now he thinks he's invincible, and he's the resident odd man. Is that type of person? That type of person, squirrel even, that's suddenly had a big ego boost because he survived death, and now is the bully. And he's going around bullying everyone. He thinks he's the odd man. He's got a war wound to prove it. So he's turned cocky all of a sudden. Oh, hello. Everybody's down. Why are you all skitting? Do you know, once one skits, they all skit, even though they know that there's no... I'm not a bad threat or anything. I'm the one that put it in. What's up? Oh my goodness. Look at him. Ah, Stubbs. I wonder if he has pain in the end of it. I always think that because even when people lose limbs and stuff, you get pain in it, don't you? Ooh, a little beverage. And that's why you should have lots and lots of bits of water dotted about. Isn't it true? He's getting comfortable with me now. He started running up to the fence, up to my window, and he started coming close, and he keeps blinking. I think he knows I'm talking to him. He must do. Oh! Look at that stance. Look at that wide-legged stance. Yeah. So, that's where we're at. That's a new one. That is a new one. Very new. They don't come in that confident, normally. I wonder if they were this year's baby. Say he, it's a female. It's definitely a female, but it's a young one. Oh! Zoom in. What? Stubbs has gone up into edge. Clever lad. He's tucking Peanut Wayne. Look at it. Look at that. Busy being busy, look. Makes me wonder how their hands and feet don't get cold. I wonder if they've got a different type of circulation or something. I shall have to do some reading. I see you staring at me. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness me. Oh! What happened there? What happened? What happened? Listen, you can't be getting all ski-whiff and oodly-boodly. You've got to calm down. There's a road. Gone again. Gone again. I think it's blackbirds. Blackbirds do it and all. They run around and fly into things and make loud noises on purpose. I can see you watching me. Hard to tell, but she's in there. She is there. You can just about see her moving. I see your eyeball. Yeah, I see you looking. And I've just seen a squirrel bomb it. And I don't know if that was Stubbs or if it were the other one. The ones with long tails, it's hard to name them because they do look all the same. But yeah, I kind of got sidetracked here, didn't I? I fucking did and all. Oh, all around the back, look. Yeah. Yeah. Right, I'm going to go. I'm going to have a coffee. Is that Stubbs down? It is Stubbs. It was Stubbs that's got zoomies that's run round back. Smashing. So I'm going to crack on and take it steady because I don't feel great. So I'm going to have a minute. Optimal. Yeah, there we go. That's the update. That's where we're at. House has fallen apart. Weather's shit. I'm poorly. It's Friday the 13th. We make sure we don't do anything today because it's a shit day. See you in a bit.